Okay, we now move on with Ielts speaking part 1. Do you work or are you a student?
I recently completed my higher education from University of Lahore, and now I am working as a site engineer in a multinational company in Lahore.
Okay, are you ready to take your Ielts speaking test?
Yes, sir.
Alright, let's take a start. Would you like to learn any language in the future?
Yes, of course. I think the importance of language is increasing day by day. So that's why I consider that in this Chinese language I have a good platform in all over the world. So I would consider that I will learn Chinese language in the future.
Okay, do you think it is difficult to learn a new language?
Yes, of course, because we mostly don't have any idea about new languages. That's why whenever we learn any new language, then about its vocabulary content, all of these things give us a lot of difficulties with respect to learning language.
Okay, what languages can you speak or how many languages do you speak now?
I speak almost 3 to 4 languages like Urdu, Punjabi and English language. But I have good grip on Urdu and Punjabi because I am belong to Pakistan. That's why.
Okay.
It's a mother language.
Alright, why do you learn English?
As I said earlier, I recently completed my bachelor degree from University of Lahore. So I now want to move abroad for the higher education. So that's why English language is very important to get admission in foreign countries. So that's why I want to learn English language.
Why do some people learn foreign languages?
I think just because as I said earlier, mostly people want to get a higher education and some people want to do jobs in foreign countries. So the importance of foreign language in these days are raising. So that's why mostly people want to learn English language to make their career more prosperous and secure.
Okay, that's good. We now move on to Ielts speaking part 2. This is your cue card, this one, and here is pen and paper. You have 1 minute to go through this topic and write down some notes. Okay, you'll now have to speak on this topic for 1 to 2 minutes.
Okay. I belong to a small city of the Punjab, which is located on the outskirts of this Sheikhpura, and I am residing here from my childhood. Actually, during my life, I have learned a lot of various skills just to make me multi-talented. So that's why I learned a lot of skills like driving and some computer softwares and some other things. But here I would like to talk about a skill which is all-time my favorite. Actually, this is cooking. Actually, when I was a child, I always sit along with my mothers in the kitchen and try to get some knowledge about the cooking, how to chop various vegetables and how to cook various cuisines like Chinese food and Japanese food. So my mother also tell me how to about the various skills because I also want to become a famous chef in the world. So at that time he only gave me some small techniques how to cook various type of the dishes. After some time I began to follow some YouTube channels so that I can learn more and more knowledge about this, and then within after some time I learned how to cook some international cuisines like Japanese foods and Chinese food and various types of the fast foods, etc. And after that I also began to make some YouTube videos on this, and within some time I became more popular in all over my country or at the international level. So I feel very proud of on me that I am a multi-talented man, and so that's why I like it very much to learn various skills in my life.
Okay, that's nice. Now we move on to Ielts speaking part 3. What age will make it difficult for a person to learn a skill?
I think as we grown up, we become less productive with the passage of time. So I think at an age of over 45 or 50 years, it will become very difficult for us. To learn any activity because we lose our stamina with respect to any activity.
Okay. Will the age of 5 or 20 be better? Which age is better, 5 years old or 20 years old?
I think 20 years age is better for getting more knowledge, because at this age we become more mature and we can understand anything with more deeply way. So that's why I think 20 years old is a good age for learning anything.
Okay, what is the difference between children learning what they like and learning what they have to learn?
Can you repeat the question, please?
What is the difference between children learning what they like and learning what they have to learn?
I think the children, they mostly think mostly children like to learn some entertainment things like music and so on, but in some cases they like to.
Okay, do you like to learn new skills constantly?
Yes, of course, because I think it's very beneficial for us to learn any skills for a long period of time, and in this way you can become more efficient about this, and you can do anything more properly.
Okay, why do boys tend to have better critical thinking skills?
Can you repeat the question, please?
Why do boys have better thinking skills?
I think boys are more socialized with the persons, and some other also reasons like they meet with, they always remain in contact with various activities like sports and so on, which make their thinking capability more strong as compared to the others.
Okay, overall your speaking is fine, but just you need to focus the understanding of the questions. In part 2 you spoke well overall, in part 1 even this is fine. There are some grammatical errors, just try to overcome them.
वो grammatical errors मेरे से बेहतर नहीं, और वो आप मुझे बताएं कैसे.
For that you need to just go through some grammar books. Just do one thing, send me a message on WhatsApp. I will send you a grammar book. That will help you with that, right?
Thank you, sir.
Thank you very much.